Out in the vast expanse of the North Atlantic, a colossal storm is brewing, one that will soon command the attention of millions. High above the churning waters, satellites capture the first hints of a swirling giant, its arms stretching wider with every passing hour. This is no ordinary weather system. It's an engine of wind and water, powered by the planet itself, drawing energy from the restless sea and the ever-changing sky. The ocean's surface is whipped into a frenzy, waves building as the wind howls across the open water. Meteorologists have named it the Atlantic Slam, a deep, low-pressure system spinning up with remarkable speed. Its destination is clear. Ireland, the UK, and France lie directly in its path, bracing for impact as the storm barrels eastward. The storm's power comes from a dramatic clash of forces. Cold, dense Arctic air plunges southward, colliding with the warmer, moisture-laden Atlantic waters. This explosive meeting creates instability, fueling the storm's rapid intensification and spawning towering clouds that spiral ever higher. The Earth's rotation imparts a cyclonic spin, twisting the system into a massive vortex. As the central pressure drops, the winds accelerate, tightening the spiral and unleashing even greater energy. Gusts grow stronger, and the storm's core becomes a powerhouse of atmospheric motion. From space, satellites reveal a breathtaking sight, a vast spiral of clouds stretching for hundreds of kilometers, its outer bands already lashing the ocean with violent squalls and mountainous waves. The sheer scale of the system is awe-inspiring, dwarfing ships and islands below. With every passing hour, the storm deepens, drawing in more energy and growing ever more menacing. The atmosphere crackles with potential, as if nature itself is holding its breath before the coming drama. On the ground, a deceptive calm prevails. Coastal villages bask under tranquil skies, but on the horizon, dark clouds gather, signaling the approach of something extraordinary. Forecasts are unanimous. The Atlantic Slam is coming, and it's growing stronger by the hour. This is a powerful reminder of the immense forces at work within our climate systems, a force far beyond human control or prediction. The scale and intensity of such storms reveal just how small we are in the face of nature's might. In the days ahead, millions along the Atlantic frontier will be tested. Communities are already bracing for impact, reinforcing homes, securing boats, and preparing for the worst that nature can deliver. Preparation and respect for the elements are now paramount. Families gather emergency supplies, neighbors check on one another, and everyone watches the skies, waiting for the first signs of the storm's arrival. The Atlantic Slam is a meteorological titan, a force of nature that will leave a lasting impression on all who witness its arrival. Its power and unpredictability serve as a stark reminder of the dynamic planet we call home. As the world watches, nature's might is about to take center stage, reminding us of both the beauty and the fury of the Atlantic. To truly grasp the phenomenon known as the Atlantic Slam, we need to dive deep into the fascinating physics that govern its creation. Storms like these are not random acts of nature. They are the result of a complex interplay of forces, each one building upon the last to unleash something truly powerful. It all begins when frigid polar air, dense and heavy, surges southward and collides with warm, moisture-laden subtropical air pushing north. This dramatic meeting sets the stage for chaos, as the atmosphere scrambles to restore balance between these two very different air masses. The invisible boundary where they clash is called a front. Along this front, the energy difference is so great that it acts like a spark, igniting the birth of powerful extratropical cyclones, massive storm systems that can span hundreds of miles. High above, the jet stream, a fast-moving river of air, sweeps across the sky. It acts as a supercharger, pulling air upward from the surface and causing the low-pressure system below to deepen rapidly. This vertical motion is crucial, as it helps the storm grow stronger and more organized. But the real fuel for these storms comes from the Atlantic Ocean itself. Warm ocean waters evaporate, sending plumes of moist air skyward. As this air rises and cools, it condenses into clouds, releasing hidden or latent heat. This process injects even more energy into the system, causing the storm to intensify further. This creates a powerful feedback loop. The more the storm grows, the more moisture it pulls in, and the more heat it releases. The result is rapid intensification, with swirling winds and sheets of rain that can transform a calm sea into a churning cauldron. The Atlantic Slam is what meteorologists call a perfect storm, a rare convergence of sharp temperature contrasts, a roaring jet stream, and an ocean brimming with heat. Each ingredient is essential, and together, they create a storm system of immense power. On weather charts, you'll see tightly packed isobars, lines that show areas of equal pressure. When these lines crowd together, it's a clear warning. Hurricane-force winds are brewing, and the atmosphere is primed for action. All of these forces combine to create a tightly wound spiral of air, with winds accelerating toward the storm's center. The energy at the core of the system is immense, drawing in air and moisture from all directions. This is how a meteorological giant is born, through the relentless pursuit of atmospheric equilibrium, as nature works tirelessly to balance its extremes. The Atlantic Slam stands as a masterclass in nature's raw power and intricate complexity, a reminder of how interconnected our planet's systems truly are. Its impact will be felt far and wide, as wind and rain sweep across entire regions, affecting millions of lives and reshaping coastlines. The science is clear. This is a storm to take seriously, a force of nature that demands our respect and careful attention. The Atlantic Slam brings back memories of Storm Ciarán in 2023, a storm that battered Ireland, the UK, and France with destructive winds and flooding. Ciarán was a rapidly deepening weather bomb, exposing the vulnerability of our coastlines and infrastructure. The Atlantic Slam is forecast to bring even more moisture, raising the risk of widespread flooding on already saturated ground. Lessons from Ciarán have shaped today's preparations, from improved emergency protocols to public awareness. Each storm is unique, but past experiences ground our response in reality. The Atlantic Slam is a new chapter in our ongoing battle with the wild Atlantic. The Atlantic Slam's arrival is not just a single moment, but a multi-day event that unfolds with mounting intensity. Each day brings new challenges, and the story of the storm is written one page at a time. On Wednesday, the first subtle signs appear: rising swells offshore and barometers beginning to drop along Ireland's rugged west coast. Locals notice the change in the air, and fishermen keep a wary eye on the horizon. By Thursday, the storm's presence is undeniable. Heavy rain bands lash the land, and strengthening winds sweep across Ireland and the UK. Weather warnings escalate, and travel becomes increasingly hazardous as roads flood and flights are delayed. Overnight into Friday, the storm reaches its peak. Gusts soar over 130 km/h, torrential rain pounds the ground, and widespread power outages plunge neighborhoods into darkness. Emergency crews are on high alert, responding to calls across the region. Coastal flooding and erosion intensify, with huge waves relentlessly battering shorelines and cliffs crumbling under the force. Communities brace for the worst as the sea reclaims land. Even as the storm's center moves eastward on Friday, dangerous winds and rough seas persist. The threat lingers, making it unsafe to venture out or begin repairs. Showers, hail, and thunder continue to sweep through the region, before conditions finally begin to ease by Saturday. The sky slowly clears, but the sense of relief is mixed with exhaustion. The aftermath is stark: damage to homes and streets, widespread disruption, and the daunting start of recovery. People emerge to assess the toll and begin the long process of cleanup. The Atlantic Slam's impact will be felt long after the winds subside. For days and even weeks, communities will deal with lingering damage and the emotional weight of the storm. Preparation and vigilance are crucial throughout this ordeal. Staying informed, securing homes, and supporting neighbors can make all the difference. This is not just a storm. It's a process that tests communities day by day, demanding resilience, cooperation, and hope for brighter days ahead. When the Atlantic Slam hits, the senses are overwhelmed. The wind's roar is relentless, rattling windows and shaking buildings. Rain is driven sideways, turning the world outside into a blur. Trees bend and break, debris becomes airborne, and the sea explodes against the coast. Indoors, the house creaks and shudders. Outside, standing upright is a challenge. Floodwaters creep in, bringing the smell of salt and mud. Thunderstorms embedded in the rain bands add lightning and hail to the chaos. When the storm finally passes, an eerie silence settles over a landscape of fallen branches and scattered debris. The fury of the Atlantic Slam leaves a mark on both land and memory. Its power is unforgettable. Behind every warning is a global network of meteorologists, satellites, and supercomputers. Data from land, sea, and sky feeds into powerful models, simulating the storm's evolution. Forecasters use ensembles, multiple model runs, to to gauge confidence in the track and intensity. Advances in AI and ocean drones now provide unprecedented insight, especially for rapid intensification. The challenge is translating complex science into clear, actionable advice. Human expertise remains vital, bridging the gap between data and public safety. The Atlantic Slam's forecast is the result of tireless global collaboration. Thanks to these efforts, we have the warning we need to prepare. Science is our first line of defense. With the storm confirmed, preparation is essential. Secure outdoor items, furniture, bins, toys, to prevent them becoming projectiles. Check windows, doors, and gutters. Clear drains to avoid flooding. Assemble a storm kit: torches, batteries, radio, charged phones, and essential supplies for at least 72 hours. Avoid candles, use battery-powered lights for safety. Stock up on food, water, medications, and blankets. Preparation transforms your home into a safe haven and brings peace of mind. These simple steps can make all the difference. Protecting your property is protecting your family. Confidence comes from readiness. During the Atlantic Slam, avoid all non-essential travel. Roads will be hazardous with wind, rain, and debris. If travel is unavoidable, check forecasts, plan routes, and drive with extreme caution. High-sided vehicles are especially at risk. Pull over safely if conditions worsen. Community matters. Check on vulnerable neighbors and help them prepare. After the storm, beware of downed power lines, unstable trees, and damaged structures. Stay off roads to allow emergency crews to work safely. Solidarity and caution help communities recover faster. Safety extends beyond your own home. A simple act of kindness can make a world of difference. Together, we weather the storm. Recovery is a shared effort. The Atlantic Slam reminds us of nature's power, but also our resilience. Preparation, cooperation, and kindness transform fear into strength. Communities unite, sharing resources, clearing roads, and supporting the vulnerable. Thanks to science and foresight, we are not caught off guard. By trusting experts and looking out for each other, we face the storm with calm resolve. The sun will return, and we will emerge stronger and more connected. Every storm passes. What endures is our spirit and unity. Together, we ride out the Atlantic